lane, you just kill him. So Primal Beast can get on top of him and kill him really easily, and then when he gets to that Vanguard, he just doesn't have to worry about the treants anymore.
Great handshake that was.
I think either way we're going to get a really fast game. Either Liquid is just going to run away with the game from the lane, or 9PANDAS is going to run away with the Nature's Prophet ganking the other side of the map and just win the game really quickly.
We have Broodmother on Ramses this time.
Wait, what?
Mero is playing Nature's Prophet.
Off-lane Nature's Prophet? So they're trying to dodge the lane matchup. I guess that's why they're doing it.
Think it's going to be enough?
Does that make it better?
Might actually be good enough for them. Because if they get the advantageous matchup, they are the ones going to be dictating the play, not Liquid. And that might be a problem for Liquid.
I think it's the wrong patch to do this for 9PANDAS here. It can work, but it's very risky. I would have rather Ramses play the NP, but they've just got to play fast regardless. We'll see if they can do it though.
Will they be able to do it? That's something that we're going to, of course, find out in this third and deciding game. It's everything on the line. If you lose here, you are left behind on top 6. And when you've come this far to play the final day at the BALI Major, you want to continue on winning. It will guarantee top 4. Also, keep in mind that winning here will have you play more today at the very end of the day. Let's see who comes out on top. 9PANDAS versus Team Liquid, game 3 with OD Pixel and Fogged.
Here we go, ladies and gentlemen. The deciding game 3 now between Team Liquid and 9PANDAS. Fogged, we're getting the Prophet coming through, and as the panel discussed, we saw the way that the heroes were grabbed. It is going to be switched around. Mira to take it, the offlane, and Ramses to play the carry Brood. Do you think that's the right approach? And overall, will this lineup work?
I got worries.
From 9PANDAS against Liquid.
I got worries, because that was definitely Ramses asking for Nature's Prophet. Then Primal comes out and he's like, you play it.
I'm good, yeah.
This doesn't look wrong. This doesn't look great for Nature's Prophet. We'll have to see. I haven't seen this hero played in offlane at all since pretty much the early tour when when it was a completely different kind of hero. It feels like when they're playing around like the root and everything like that. Let's see if 9PANDAS can make something happen, because this one looks really hard. Again, Liquid going for a very strong early game kind of draft here. Primal to answer the MP. The Primal good versus all 3 cores, actually, versus Pango, versus NP, versus Broodmother. Could be some difficulties, but let's see if the switch up does end up working. The risk the 9PANDAS is trying to take here versus Team Liquid's very strong lanes. Solo.
Might have a chance of getting him.
They have a lift skill, they've got Blood Grenade. Yeah, he's
So this is going to be first blood for sure.
blocks.
Who they're able to give it to. Zai can grab it. Nah, Foxy's just going to have to take it. First blood.
And Foxy's probably, damn it, why'd I skill lift? We didn't even need it. Oh well. Now maybe he'll cliff somebody. Ramsey, don't walk near the cliff. No, is he actually? I mean, the lift is still going to do a decent chunk of damage here. They'll have another onslaught.
They might have a chance to kill him.
Getting close.
Couple more right clicks.
Cowards.
Oh, one more. Oh, they needed another one.
Zai's going to die now.
Now to kill Ramses, and indeed Zai under the tower hits. He'll go down in return.
I think I've seen Zai die to a tier 2 twice, 3 lanes in this tournament, actually. Alright, whoops. What happens? Who got the last hit? Who was Solo?
Let's look at some of these lanes. So this off-lane Prophet early on, is it going to do anything to slow down Mickey's farm?
It's good versus the Undying. That's the one thing at the least, right? So even though they did flex it, it maybe wasn't the ideal situation that they wanted to have with the way that they picked it and everything. This lane actually doesn't look... I mean, on paper, maybe doesn't look as bad versus the Undying, but maybe versus the Dusa, it's still kind of bad. I'd love to see. You do have merit as the game progresses if you do hit some of your talents and stuff like that versus... Greedy, to say the least, here from 9.
Yeah. I mean, are you going to be able to put much pressure on with the treants, or is Mickey just going to be able to farm them?
He might just be able to farm them. That's, I don't know, I'm curious about the treants. Look, it's just gotten easier and easier to kill. Yeah, I mean, all the lanes, I think Liquid actually just has pretty solid stuff across all 3. I think they always do this, though. Stop Ramses.
Oh my goodness, it nearly goes down, but will survive.
Concussions of that early stuff here, having level 2 already on Boxy. Love he stays work here to body for him. They're out of regen up top. I think actually both sides are out of regen. Zai very close to his ring of health though. I was wondering, time for Solo.
They're going to get back in with the trample, but it's actually going to be Boxy dying, and Solo, he can keep the distance from Zai. So Zai won't be able to get a kill in return.
Nisha, he should have a really good time. I was telling you before the game actually went, the Kiyotaka, he does go a different build when he plays versus these melee heroes as the Pangolier, so he actually always grabs Lucky Shot. So let's see if that's going to be able to help him with this matchup. I don't think so. I know Nisha's super comfortable in this one, and possibly trying to maybe annoy Kiyotaka. I mean, this might actually just kill him.
Nah, he's going to have Swashbuckle up soon enough. But he's definitely going to get kept very low. Swashbuckle is available. Necessary, and yeah, Kiyotaka, he's going to walk back to base.
Okay, I mean, he's got his
by the looks of it. Oh, okay, yeah, right, okay, he can stick around. But this is space that he's pushed back from the lane. I mean, you see on the CS already what Nisha 12-5 against the 6-0 in this mid matchup, and he's got a full wave coming in as well. So he's going to be even further ahead. This is going to be quite the difference in mids.
Set him up for success though. TP mid, yeah, bottle refill him. Ramses, he's going to absolutely struggle inside of this game, at least for the start here. But I think I've seen these brutes recover pretty nicely. Not the easiest one to recover. I think Liquid has a really good pressure draft here, but Liquid this time, they don't have tower. They don't have the best ways to hit towers. That's something that I do have to watch after what happened in that first game and pressure so here.
Sure, but I think this time around they got a Medusa, so
they got the group up.
They're not looking to speed up, right? They can slow it down.
Absolutely.
Another attempt on Ramses, but he's been pretty good at surviving through them each and every time. Once again, he will. They can't quite kill the spider.
Wait, I mean, Nisha's gonna full free game. Sure, but bottom, Miro is handing his own. So the NP matchup versus the Dusa, it's actually not too shabby. Even though the Snake Bans does give you so much because you are that, of course, that int hero. He's doing great because of that undying, you know, it's an undying one like play versus strength melee force. Range, Ramses getting constant aggression.
They don't quite at this point have enough to completely take it down. And Solo,
he's dead.
He's gonna get boxy. Killing spree for Solo.
Solo's killing it.
It's a few times where Liquid are making these attempts top, and they're not quite working. This will start to hurt them if they keep slipping up with these efforts.
He'll be okay. Solo, I'm saying I've seen most of the time Solo has Blaves. I think in this lane he's probably, damn it, I wish I had Blaves right now. Now Solo, though, another action, he's gonna die.
Yeah, they're in on top of him with the trample. Solo, not a chance to survive.
That one's fine, though.
Yeah, maybe they can get Ramses as well.
Yeah.
And this time, they do. They needed that Liquid. They've tried a few times to take him down, not with success, but this time they'll get the double kill for Zai.
And if I'm not mistaken, he buys the Ring of Health and he has Arcane Boots coming. So that's actually the dream when you're playing Rubik, having that. There's a couple of these 4 positions that really like to have those Arcane Boots on your 3 positions to spam out. Looking at mid, I mean, Nisha, they keep filling Kiyotaka's bottle, but Nisha's gonna get his filled. Nisha, is he gonna die to the blood grenade?
Should be alright here. The Kiyotaka's actually still very close. Nisha, he'll spot him out now with the Sleight of Fist.
And now Solo's in trouble again.
Flame Guard's back up, and Depoxy and Insane, and they'll run down the silencer. Kiyotaka trying to kill Nisha. He's not going to get him. Nisha's going to live.
He's going to reset.
Going to get taken down, and the 6s hit Remnants out back to base. He'll be back in the lane with full HP. And top lane, they're going to get Ramsey
Solo
again. Killing spree for Zai.
Solo kill, and he's going to potentially get away from Miro as well. Liquid, the early game dominance continues.
This is some big stuff. I mean, yeah, mid lane is just such a huge difference right now.
He is level 6. Kiyotaka level 4. He did go 2-0 too. He tries to go this kind of straight build. I've seen him do it before with the Emperor Spirit. Absolutely not working. Nisha, a master of the matchup. Panel said it. There's quite a bit of counter picks that Liquid set their draft up for.
It's a hot start.
Seeing it. Okay. Got a Mango and Wand.
Yeah, they can't finish him. Mika knows he's fine. And Miro and Antares, they know not to push this. Kill him.
Power Rune. Are they going to be able to help Kiyotaka get it?
I mean, they have to
keep it low.
I mean, Nisha might be able to kill him. Slight fisting him with a couple of remnants. This is a kill if he wants to, but he's going to play it safe. Doesn't quite know what's behind Kiyotaka. So we'll opt to sort of just pressure him so they can look for the Power Rune. Towers will manage to deny it.
They will put a ward behind the tower to at least scout behind there, so they will be able to potentially go for the dive on Kiyotaka, but I think that was scouted. Miro looking to get involved. Boxy cancels his TP.
Boxy will die, but this might set up for Miro to die in return. Zai goes forward with the onslaught. They have the pulverizer. Zai hits the 6, and that's going to be 1 kill, and with the Renner back towards the mid, Nisha, they're going to clean up more. They get Kiyotaka. It's 2 dead around the mid lane for 9PANDAS.
8-4. So many kills coming out here. This Pango has no game-o, and 20 lasted 0-2. Nisha's already 7. Got the max slight. Not an easy game for the Pango by any means through recovery either. He's versus Dusa where he can get defusal and stuff like that, but there's some big problems that's gonna really kick in for this Pango versus a Primal Beast who's having such a good game too.
And just sort of eyes on Mira to see what he can do in terms of impact as an off-lane Prophet.
He's gonna have to make magic happen.
He's gonna go for this Axe Rush.
Oh, he is still gonna do the Aghanims. Okay. The Root can be very, very good versus the Primal Beast and the Ember Spirit, and I guess he wants to be that true offlaner this game. He's not going for the scaling build to try to give space for his Pango and his get back up. I guess that's the approach he wants to do.
It's hard to...
It's tough.
It's tough because, you know, it's a lot of money invested on an 85-second cooldown spell.
Yeah. Okay, the body blocks are there. He's still got Wand. He is fine.
And he knows it. He's not worried at all down here. Meanwhile, Nisha, it's again... with the pressure at the supports, they take out Kiyotaka. It's already 0-3-0, 3 deaths on the mid Pango. I don't know how this Pango's going to recover this game. This is one of the roughest starts that we've seen Kiyotaka have.
And they, as you mentioned from before too, like they're putting the attention with the rotations and with the wards. They see anywhere he wants to go. They set up for these kills. This tower, they know to have the natural push, but with these kills, they're getting pretty much the same tower timing that they got last time with the Death Prophet. Liquid, looks like they've woken up after that first game.
Yeah, it does. This game 3 start is looking hot once more.
The recovery outlet for this Pango is just, it's so difficult with the matchups he's again, because the Dusa matchup, it goes both ways. If you're ahead, you can do a lot to Dusa. If you're behind, rolling into a Stone Gaze and stuff like that, you might just die. And you're playing versus Pulverize, you're playing versus immense control and physical damage. Liquid, they want more. They have a shield rune on Nisha. He is snowballing.
Design. He's going to have the setup onto Mira. Nisha and the Senna ready to connect as well to guarantee the kills. Mira will try and hide in the sprout, but they'll cut through the tree. Nisha takes him out, and Antara is also found by Nisha. Double kill for the Ember.
He secures them both, takes the last hit away from Zai. Zai, you're farming fine. You've got all the kills. I want to have enabling. It's just going to be swinging around the map, and there's no one to really move around on the side of 9PANDAS yet in order to kind of salvage any of this. They're just stalking Kiyotaka.
Yeah, when you sort of have, you know, the off-lane Prophet, who's your front line? Who's going in first on 9PANDAS? Maybe it would have been your Pango, but Kiyotaka, he's so far behind, and he's going to be even further. They catch him with the Pulverize. He's dead once more.
Even if he does catch up, there's always going to be that Pulverize, right? That's always going to be there to grab him even during the roll. He is soon going to be surpassed from Antares. Look, the supports now on 9PANDAS have to do everything, but they're literally just running at them. Liquid now giving all the space in the world for Mickey to keep that farm going, and mid tower dropped, and they potentially are going to swing towards top. It's already pretty low.
Nisha could dive for the kill.
About it.
He's not going to go for it. I mean, especially getting hit by the Kershaw solo. But you could tell he was tempted. He's not afraid to dance around these artillery towers. The attacker.
Talking again.
He's got the Rolling Thunder.
Chains.
Catch him with the chains. He should still be able to get off the ult though, Kiyotaka. But indeed, he has to ult and run. He cannot get in. He cannot play aggressive with the Rolling Thunder. He's got to just back off.
And when you have this advantage on an Ember Spirit, you're just getting every single rune. So he's got Shield Rune. He's perfectly fine. And now he's going to find a DD. He's playing versus like no stuns as well too, Owen. There's like a Pango Rolling Thunder, there's the Global Silence and the Cookie and stuff like that, but these are not the easiest things to shut down an Ember who's snowballing like this. It's like, for 9PANDAS, it's like, slow the game down, but you're playing versus a Medusa, so you're stuck between a rock and a hard place here.
Dire's top tower is under attack.
Antares absolutely needs 6, at the least, just so they have some type of kill threat on the map. My goodness, this must be the poorest Pangolier I think we've seen.
Pretty well, 10 minutes in, and Boxy's going to overtake him in farm.
They're with Boxy and Antares. Antares didn't really have much of a game either. He goes.
As indeed, man in question to be dying on. Oh, yep, that'll do it. Nisha pops the DD in a slight to take him out. Top lane Ramses is trying to go for Zai.
Zai is very tanky though, Vanguard.
Ramses can't continue to push for this, especially with the fact that rotations are coming in for Liquid. Poxy and Insania are heading up there.
I mean, it's unbelievably fast the way they're playing. 13 kills in 11 minutes. They have the curse, they have the lift potentially.
You're gonna find him. He's able to get up to the high ground in time. They'll drop the tombstone.
I think lift was on cooldown actually for a second there, but for Boxy. I didn't quite get it on Ramses. Donkey chasing the Vipers.
Yeah, the timing that they're closing in on any of their cores, it's going to be the Ags on Mira. I just don't know how much of an effect that's really going to have.
Zai already has Lotus, so he has the counter for the Silence, and he has the counter for the Root that's going to be coming out too. It's insane timings that they're hitting. That has to be one of the earliest Lotuses I think that we've seen. Maybe not the... What is it? How it is the fastest? Yeah. So. Makes sense. Very good pick up this game. Solo's still level 5. They're just getting ran at. Kiyotaka
We'll get away.
but only just that.
We'll come back for one final pass by across Nisha. They do kill Boxy and Miro TPing over.
If they get Nisha at all,
Nisha would be the big grab if there's any chance of closing in upon him. They've got the Sprout, but remnants are still there. Nisha's away, dodges the curse.
potentially if Solo 6 there, they could maybe get Nisha, but so underleveled on these supports with the way these lanes have gone down. Timing is going to be so slow. Okay, now getting another tower. All 3 towers about the same time as they got them last time with their push lineup.
The seeds of fortune.
Smashing this early game and not slowing it down. Even going to start stealing the stacks. Nisha's Maelstrom is pretty much done. It's just going to be farmed. I don't know when 9PANDAS is going to be like, all right, we're good to fight. It's going to take quite a bit of time for them. So I think for now, they just probably have to just farm it up. Try to get some type of recovery outlet. Maybe it's when the Axe comes on Miro. Maybe that's going to be the call.
And of course, yeah, I didn't forget he obviously reduced the cooldown. So it gets a
It goes to 1 minute.
cooldown.
Yeah. Yeah, I heard you said 85 and I was like, oh, I guess they changed. I forgot about, yeah.
You get the 25 down on it. You know, 2 seconds to 3.8 second route. It's catch, which they are going to need. They're going to need as much as they can.
They do.
To threaten this Ember Spirit, to threaten Nisha. So, yeah, they need a whole lot more, though. Buys Fortis the key attacker to see if he can find that defusal timing.
What it's going to even do, because this Medusa is going to be pretty large already at the point that it comes out.
Bottom half of the map.
They're flanking on red.
Yeah, they're on the hunt for him.
Blocks.
TP backup coming in. A slight aim with the onslaught. Backup's there, but Ramses, he's out.
Can't fight it.
Can't lifesteal against that amount of overwhelming damage coming out from Liquid. Even popped the global as well in an effort to try and set up that fight for Ramses, but it's just in vain. They don't get anything in return. Liquid are fine.
Good flank. The positioning from Zai. I feel like I've seen that so many times lately just because of these new top sides. It's just like a Rolling Thunder just comes from the right side. A charging Primal Beast just comes from these angles you just don't expect them to.
On the hunt for radiant force.
Treant's here. Care to go for it here. Kiyotaka shows up bottom to try to finish up his defusal. He actually is gonna have it done. It's a naked one though, completely naked. Quite squishy. So let's see if that's gonna be timing, because they will have Ags, I believe, is done on Miro in a second, and they're gonna have defusal on this Pangolier. See if that's gonna actually do anything here versus Liquid's ball up that they're just moving lane to lane to lane with.
He's ready to catch them on the retreat. He's able to find Solo on his way back to the tier 2.
Silence is broken.
They're both stopping it.
I was gonna say, it looked like Nisha was gonna let Big get the kill, and then he was like, ah, alright, I'll just take it instead.
Get some comms of that moment there. It's like, you take it. No, you take it. Well, I'm sure it's just Mickey just going, kill him. Aggressive. Size positioning. I mean, another immense flank that he's potentially setting up here. Smoke comes out. He's there. Around Mickey, though. He's low on mana.
The Stone Gaze up, but the kisses are gonna hurt if Mickey's not able to dodge enough of them. Zai's gonna come in and fight some backup, but Mickey's caught in the Sprout. He'll take the Medusa down. Ramses is able to start life-stealing. They found Boxy here as well. Maybe they can look to try and chase Zai down. Nisha's gonna swing across towards the backlines, has the chains onto Kiyotaka. He's able to get the shield crash off. Kiyotaka attempted to stand his ground against Nisha, but the flame guard still up. Finally, they'll be able to get the damage to go through it. Kiyotaka jumps forward. Nisha, one more slide. It will find.
He might die, though.
Steps over towards Ramses. Nisha gonna get caught in the Sprout, but he's been able to step back to the side of the Sprout. Did get reflected by the Lotus Orb. Triple kill for Nisha. He gets another slide of fist on Miro. He's away with the TP. As 9PANDAS will lose 4. I believe they only end up finding the 2 there from Liquid. Maybe the 3 actually. Did Boxy die or did he TP? He did die, so
he did die.
They lost 3 themselves on Liquid, but still able to take the majority of the kills back the way against 9PANDAS. And yet Nisha surviving throughout it all. He's 9-0-5. They've not been able to get him once, and with the way they lives through that fight, gets the triple. He's just a recipe away from the BKB now.
Insane timings. He actually, and that last slide of fist was pretty amazing. Highest amount of hero damage in 16 minutes. You can see why with the way that he's playing.
Get the setup on Kiyotaka.
That's a global. It's wasted.
It's too late. Kiyotaka's dead.
Another one.
Rise over towards Antares. Liquid, they're back on track to just getting these kills as quickly as they were earlier on. And as soon as the action kicks off and Pandas are back in play, they lose 3 once more. And Liquid, they lose nothing this time in this engagement.
Nisha's just completely popping off. Versus no disables, yeah, he's just jumping any target.
He didn't die at all last game.
Nope.
So after a rough game 1 from Nisha, yeah, game 2 and now into game 3, he's been completely untouchable so far.
He's fully moved up. Level 14 as well, too. I mean, these are ridiculous timings he's able to get. Ricky, the one, I mean, does give up a little bit of a death down bottom. I think they're just a bit too far up, but they strike back hard.
What is their next move? We'll see once again the replay. This first like catching Kiyotaka just on the edge, honestly.
The reflected sprout actually
it held back Mira.
Yeah, it was pretty good.
And Mira wasn't able to step forward, get any more hits onto Nisha. And yeah, Zai joining him, being that phenomenal front line to just hold them at bay and make sure that Nisha is this time round then Nisha.
He's got a remnant.
He has. He's also got Boxy by his side. They won't be able to... Maybe Mira can. The telekinesis is there from Boxy. Stops Mira from being able to continue to punch into Nisha, and Nisha will continue to live.
That was actually close. Kiyotaka looks like he should be able to find Insania here. Here's Nisha again, beating up the supports. Boxy.
It's going to be more kills for him. Yeah, Solo. He's gone. Antares is going to turn with a little shredder, take down Boxy, but Zai's on top of him. Ramsey attempt to fight Nisha, but Nisha's got his BKB delivered. Zai with the pulverize, and the root is going to hold back Ramsey. Another slight descent good position.
Here comes Mickey.
The lifesteal up, but he cannot survive this as Ramsey's down for 45. They've got to run once more here, 9PANDAS. The chase for Nisha. Remnant over towards Solo. It's going to be more kills here for the Ember. Beyond godlike now at just 18 minutes in.
Jesus, 13 and 0.
Once more. Going to be able to find Mira in the tree line. And Mira, he'll sprout himself, trying to hide. The TPs are coming in from 9PANDAS, but Zai, the pulverize is there. Godlike for Zai, takes him out. The jump over the shield crash Zai. Can he charge?
He's so tanky.
If he can, he's going to go back in over towards Kiyotaka. Zai still surviving through this, and he keeps his distance from the Pango. Mickey finishes off Kiyotaka, and Taris, he's desperately trying.
He's still alive.
Can't. Zai survives. He's also beyond godlike now, and everybody's dead on 9PANDAS.
I think they passed him over a healing Lotus. Maybe he dies, but nope. How many godlikes is that? Godlike Zai, beyond godlike Nisha. Mickey's like, please guys, give me some kills. I have only 2. But Mickey, he's still almost top of that net worth on this Dusa. Liquid, yeah. Beat down this game again. Ramsey's trying to find some places to farm, but they're not stopping. It's 29 kills at 19 minutes.
He's got the setup. Nisha's a bit low on mana, so might not be able to chase this time. Ramsey's he'll manage to survive that attempt.
Lucky to get away. Okay, confidently standing on the triangle. Butterfly, it's done already. 9PANDAS are smoking because they have to utilize these ults. They have to get something going their way. They have to try something. Do have the 3 at the ready with the glow.
And Nisha's still very low on mana.
Dispel.
This is going to be a very
BKB.
kill, but indeed BKB's up. He's able to turn, get the chains off onto Kiyotaka, and so onslaught from Zai. They're both dead again. Double kill for Zai. Ramses, he's chasing Nisha. Can he finish it? They can.
He gets him.
They'll finally end Nisha streak. It's a lot of money going the way of Antares. Can they kill anything more? Because Mickey has turned up. He will get trapped here by the Treants, but he has the Stone Gaze at the ready. Zai, they just don't have the damage to bring this Primal Beast down as Ramses falls. Double kill for Mickey. It's his turn now to pick up a bit of the action. Triple for the Medusa. Everybody dead on 9PANDAS once again.
You know what? They got Nisha.
They got Nisha.
They do get that pesky
something to write home about in this game that overall has been incredibly rough for 9PANDAS once more after that game too.
Oh, and I didn't see if it popped up on the screen there, but this might be one of the highest kills we've had at the event too.
Dancing around, Kiyotaka.
He's got the grab.
The rolling thunder.
They got the steal.
The grab. Insania was able to swing by and grab all the bounty runes. He's dead again.
I actually don't think I don't think I really get to see the Rubik, who doesn't have the Q. Look at the hell, Boxy. He's actually just a normal rolling thunder.
See it again is Zai with the side steps, couple of dodges, picks him up, slams him down. There's no messing around from Zai. He's having quite the game. 12-1 and 16.
That was pretty. I mean, there's no time to even look, because every time that you look, Liquid's just immediately running at heroes. Nisha immediately respawns back toward top. Somehow, as a 13-1 and 11 Ember Spirit, he's actually the 3rd 4 on his team. How good of a game Zai in particular is having. It just just able to get that space.
He has all the space in the world.
Sure does. Level 18 as well, so that's pretty crazy the time that he has on his level in the XP. But he's gonna go Roche. They have this Undying, so free grab there. 9PANDAS. That was, I mean, that last play, that was their big hit. Yes, they get Nisha, but the hero that gets the kill. So unfortunately,
He gets what, about 1,000 gold for himself, and about 9 split between the others.
He'll have a solo crest. He will. He's keeping up with Kiyotaka's far in the entire game. Actually, higher level than him too.
Nisha. In this. Start some action. It's just a dead Pango. Kiyotaka gets completely splattered.
This is the roughest game I've ever seen from Kiyotaka to Trust Kid. He's 1 and 10.
I mean, what is this down to? Just sort of early misplays in the lane? I mean, how did this go kind of so badly so quickly for him?
I think Liquid just they made this Pango pick. I think they knew this was coming, and they immediately just snap picked the Ember Spirit. They have this Primal Beast too. I think they just have the answers for it, honestly, Owen. The way that they set up that drafting, Panel talked about it was a counter pick after counter pick after counter pick. 9PANDAS, they had to deviate and swap stuff around. Like we said, the Nature's Prophet thrown into the off lane. It's pretty good, but I don't believe that was their initial idea, because Ramses, he's been the only one who's played it.
Hasn't been able to have the impact that you'd hope for as the carry Spider this game with that change up.
Yeah, and Nisha, this time, yesterday, he maybe was getting a little bit ahead of himself, never went BKB. This game, he went second item BKB. No hesitation. He knows they're snowballing. The only way they lose is if he just feeds kills.
On top, Ramses. Is he able to sneak away through the webs? They know where he is with the sleight of fist. Trying to heal up. The telekinesis are there. They're popping global. The chance for Ramsey to strike back a little bit, but Boxy, he TP's out underneath them.
Can they get Nisha? They might actually be able to BKBs down.
The Rolling Thunder, but the change will cancel it. Mickey's in with Stone Gaze. They can't continue to chase. Kiyotaka, he has to use the Rolling Thunder just to run.
And they actually feed him a Lotus, so he's back up for mana.
This aren't going to do much at all at this point. Can walk it off.
Mickey covering his buddy there on the escape. Now Nisha's going a very greedy item. Now he's going after. Incredibly greedy item for the Ember Spirit. But this game, I mean, they have the backup of a Medusa in this round, so I think he can't do this.
There's the perfect fallback if anything crazy goes on.
Yeah.
Now, even if they make a few mistakes here, Liquid, they're still going to be far, far ahead in the lead.
Zai, a full heart now. Itemization on point. Lotus Orb, Kaya Sanj, natural into heart. Where's the damage? He's going to be 4K HP already on this Primal Beast. This is super underfarmed heroes on 9PANDAS. Kiyotaka far below.
Base now, 24 minutes in. Zai, he's ready to go into the base. He goes straight up underneath the tip. He falls here, Zai.
Hey, look at his health.
He's feeling pretty unkillable. And rightfully so.
He literally is just walking out.
Touch it. They go back in under the tier 4s. Grab Antares, take him out. Ramses trying to get in the backline. See if he can trade the supports of Liquid and will manage to get Boxy. Nisha, he's going to get Mira. Mira's trying to TP in aggressively to fight this. Nisha standing his ground. There's going to be a dead Nature's Prophet. Nisha, can they find him? Sleight of Fist is back up the change as well. He's able to walk away from the Spider. Nisha's going to be fine for now. Another Sleight of Fist going to play. Ramses got him. Finally gets it, but it costs Ramses his life. He's dead for 70, no buyback. I mean, Pandas, they get some kills. They get 3 kills, but they don't get Zai. They don't get Mickey. And they may just lose this tier 3. Ramsey does have buyback available if he wants to consider it.
But they can't push Zai off. I actually think Zai could just stand here getting hit by 3 or 4 heroes at this point. Especially with the backup of Mickey. Heroes are going to respawn. Still sticking around. Mickey low mana, but he's got Aegis. Gonna try.
See if they can take him down once. First on him. This is coming in as well. Dead Medusa the first time round.
He's got Stone Gaze.
He does. Zai, he's just straight in onto them. Goes forward onto Solo.
Raid boss. They don't want, they're like, ignore Zai. Why is he, Antares hitting him? Good kill.
About this.
You're gonna go kill Insania, or attempt to.
Taking it out, but Insania's been able to make it over towards the safety of Mickey and Zai. Hard for them to even get to the support. The top racks are gone, they can start eyeing up the mid lane.
Sure can. Zai, what a boss. He's actually even just a right clicker himself, level 21. He is keeping levels with the Medusa. Bearing now coming out for him on top of everything too. They're just keeping the ball going. 9PANDAS, they have to try to fight versus this monstrosity.
Trying the sprout, but
they just pickle.
Nothing to be done at all there. And now they've had the stolen sprout.
They see that he's trying to go for a flank play. They've got a vision of him.
They just go straight for him. Onslaught forward. Ramses, he's going to be going down. And he's out. for 17, I believe, did buy, I don't know what it was, if it was finishing the mantle, the blade lacked before he died, so he does not have money to buy back. Not that it would probably matter at this point. As Liquid 22k ahead, they're going down the mid side. He's once again just stepping up under the tier 4s, not a care in the world. And these mid frags, they will not be defended by 9PANDAS. They're going to be able to grab Antares. It's going to get forced away. So Dolan Swashbuckle tickles in. Mickey takes the kill. The chains are going to put a stop to the Rolling Thunder. Pulverize as well. GG is called as Liquid will take game 3 and will knock 9PANDAS out of the competition.
I think Ramsey's got to play his alchemist in the first game. He had some fun on that one, but these 2 games, I honestly have a pretty big draft win. It felt like from Liquid broke them. I think the draft's broken, but I think that the way that they played has been a big thing, because I think Liquid in most games, when we've looked at them, when we talk about them, their drafts tend to be pretty good. It's just sometimes execution, sometimes things start to falter a little bit. This time today, Liquid, it took them 1 game to warm up, but this one, I mean, they were on fire.